Hello. So I am repeat shirting. I was originally going to try to wear different shirts in every video, but I'm too lazy to dig through my stuff and find a different t-shirt. So you might even remember this t-shirt because this might be the first video you watch of mine. Either way, it is Thursday? Yes, Thursday. Chemo was last Thursday, so it's been officially a week since chemo. Last video I uploaded was Saturday, so I uploaded a video right before I went into the crap of recovery from chemo. So that was my third chemo of six. Still can't believe I got three more to go through. I mean, who is a fan of this? But not a fan. But anyway, so Sunday wasn't as bad as the last chemo was. Like, I think I was less tired this Sunday than I was the one before. But I did make I don't know if it's necessarily a mistake, but I went to the dog park. So every Sunday I've been meeting, well, not every Sunday, but it's been a couple Sundays. I meet my friend Taylor and my friend Michael up at the dog park, and we just hang out for like an hour and a half. I don't even know. I think one time we were there maybe 2 hours. Who knows? But it was about to start getting super, super friggin' hot here in Michigan, like it is right now. Like, I think right now the feels like temperature is like 100 and something. Yesterday it was like, feels like 107, I think was the hottest it got. Um, which is no fun when you're recovering from chemo. I mean, it's no fun in general, but even more so when your body is just like, I hate everything. So I went up to the dog park. I actually had to use the porta potty at the dog park because I have to drink so many liquids and everything now that it's like I have to go to the bathroom every like 10 minutes. So even if I pee before I leave my house, by the time I get somewhere, I gotta pee again. So, anyways, went to the dog park, sat in the shade, didn't really do much, so just sat around and talk. But I was tired, and it was like when I went home, I was like whooped for the rest of the day. Just tired, nothing like no bone pain, nothing like that. So then Monday rolls around, which I took Monday off from work, which is now my new thing. Is Thursday, Friday, Monday off, and then cross my fingers that I can just make it through the rest of the week. But so I stayed home Monday. Monday I kind of went back into that. Um, just it's not. I wouldn't say depressed, but it's just like laying around and just having nothing to sidetrack you. My whole family is here in town. I mean, well, from Texas, and they all went up to Mackinac, which they went up on Sunday. I think is when they drove up there. So, this was the vacation I was supposed to be going on. And so I'm sitting at home going, oh, I could be at Mackinac and hanging out with them or doing stuff. And then, I'd go look and just glance and see where, mom was on Google Maps and be like, oh, look, they're in this store on Mackinac Island. So, yeah, it was kind of, I guess a little depressing. So, I just sat home and the pain started then. So I think it's neuropathy, which yeah, the bones and everything are gonna hurt from chemo because that just happens. But I'm starting to think I'm getting neuropathy, and the HOC again is not listening or paying attention to me because when I get to my PA appointment for this week, you'll see what I mean. But anyways, so pain started. I ended up having to take tramadol, which I'm trying to avoid tramadol because I don't like taking medicines if I don't have to for stuff like that. So I think I made it like almost halfway through the day before I took it. But yeah, eating wise, I was able to eat more stuff. So that was nice because like last time I barely ate anything, and time before that, really barely ate anything. So at least I was able to eat stuff. Like I kind of had an appetite and wanted things. They were tasting gross again because chemo mouth and thrush just like screw up everything. But I was still snacking and everything like that. There really wasn't anything crazy that happened other than I just kind of felt like crap all day long. And then Monday ended. So then Tuesday, I was going back to work, but I wasn't planning on going in the office. But there was a retirement party for a CFO, which I was planning. I wasn't planning because I did do this, but I went up to the office just for lunchtime. Because I didn't want to miss her retirement party. Like, she's been there forever, and everybody at my work is just really great. And my non-blood family. I mean, not everybody I consider non-blood family, but a lot of them I do. So I went up for that, and I got up there, and it was like a setup, and she was like in a room, like in a conference room, and it was really funny because her sister showed up for the retirement party, and her sister looks like her and sounds like her. So I was at my desk just kind of like waiting for like the festivities to start, and her sister pops in, and I literally thought it was the CFO, and I was like gonna be like, oh my god, she's out, like she's got out, no, she's gonna know. And then I was like, that's not her. So they she came out, she was super surprised, so it was really great. And I think I was up there maybe 2 hours, but oh woof, man, I hit a wall. Like, I ate some food there. I mean, they had like make your own tacos, but like a lot of that stuff I can't eat right now. So I made myself like a very boring plain taco and I ate it. So I did that, and then they did like a little presentation about her time there. And hold on, I'm getting like a hot flash. We're like dizzy right now. I've also been having issues because my blood pressure was really low, and I don't know. They say I'm not hydrated, but I am drinking so much dang water and everything that I feel like I'm drowning myself. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but okay. I think I'm fine now. So, yeah, I hit a wall, and I ended up like having to just piece out of that place. I mean, it was like even just getting home, I was like, oh, I can't believe I left the house. I did work the full day and made it through that, but I was like so freaking tired like all day long. Uh, Chemo's fun. And yeah, so that was pretty much that day. And then yesterday I took the day off. My sister, the middle sister, came in town and came over with my niece and nephew, which is funny. My niece is hilarious. They get out of the car, and she goes, you look weird with a bald head. And I was like, oh, you don't like the new hairdo? But that was like literally all she said, but it was just kind of funny. And then nephew didn't even really say anything. So they were over here for a little bit. And then my sister went and dropped them off at the mother-in-law's house because they were staying 2 nights there. She's staying at my house. So we went up to Meyer. We went and ate at National, which I just had eggs because now I'm at that part where just like barely anything tastes normal. So I had eggs. We went to Meyer. What else? We went nowhere else. Oh, I had my PA appointment. Let me go back. So my sister left to go take the kids. It's funny. Literally, my whole point before was like, I got to tell you about what the PA said. And then I'm like, oh, chemo brain. I don't remember anything anymore. So anyways, so I had my PA appointment, which is funny because the PA appointment is at 11:40. My next one's at 11:40. Both of the PAs I'm meeting with this past time was a Heather who I'd never met with before, and then the next time it's one of the other ladies, but it's not the two that the office manager said that I would only meet with. And I started thinking about the fact that I had the two 11:40 appointments, and I'm like, I think this scheduling nurse is messing with me because I got her yelled at, and they put notes on my account to make it first available appointments if they could. It just seems really weird that my next 2 appointments that she schedules and hands me the schedule while I'm at chemo with a big old smile on her face are at 11:40, which are the last appointments before lunchtime. I don't know. I kind of think she was like, oh, you got me in trouble? Here's your schedule. But I'm just like, I don't care. I'm just so tired right now. I just really don't even care anymore. Let her mess with me. But, she gives me any lip or a snippy to me again, I will call her out in front of everybody because I'm done being nice with these people anymore. But anyways, so PA appointment. So I go back to give blood. They do my blood pressure, and I have this blood draw lady that I never had before, and she even makes a comment that she doesn't want to do blood draws anymore. She just doesn't like them, and she wants to go like work in the lab. And I'm like, oh great, I'm glad you're saying this as you're about to jab me with a needle. So then she does my blood pressure, and it was 99/60, and she's like, that's low. And so I go, oh, I don't really know what that means. She didn't tell me. Literally, like, asked me if I had plans for the weekend, and I was like, I guess I will just ask the PA, but thanks. So then I go out to the waiting room, and I'm texting with my my sister, who is studying to become, I don't know, the next level nurse. Right now, I forgot what the letters are because there's so many of them. But I'm like texting her, and she just says it might be dehydration, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like thinking in my head, like, I am trying so hard to drink water and liquids, but whatever. So then I get into the office, whatever, waiting for the PA. PA comes in. She's like, hi, I'm Heather. I'm one of the PAs here. And I'm like, oh, another one that I've never talked to before. So let me just bring you up to speed on my entire cancer journey. Like, it's so ridiculous that every time I go into one of these, and when it's somebody that I have not seen or barely sees me, I literally have to remind them of my whole journey because they don't read anything, and there's stuff that they should be paying attention to. And I'm getting to my point that I brought up earlier. So as I'm talking to her, well, first of all, she tells me that about my blood pressure is probably low because I'm dehydrated, and I'm like, I'm literally drinking like as much as I can. And she did take my blood pressure again while I was in there, and it went to 109 by that point. So I guess whatever. I don't care. So as we're talking, I mentioned that I have the foot pain thing, and then I mentioned that I started to have pain in my finger now. But this was new. Like, I never had pain in my hand before, and it's weird because it's literally this finger, and it's this spot where I had cut it with a knife like 20 years ago. Like, I know exactly what happened. Like, I remember it. But it's just like that cut, almost like the scar is burning and hurts. And, like, if I would touch it, like, now it's getting better. But on Monday and Tuesday, and even Wednesday, but, like, Monday was the worst, and then Tuesday it hurt still, too. But even yesterday it still kind of hurt. Now it's, like, barely hurts. So I mentioned this to her. And then she's like, oh, well, that's neuropathy. And I'm like, yeah, I know what that is. And then she mentions, I didn't act like that to her. I was like, oh. And so then she mentioned that that some neuropathy, they can just back off on the dosage or whatever, and it'll just fix itself off after chemo. But if it gets to a point, it's irreversible. And I'm like, yeah, I don't need that in my life. I'm already going through enough. I don't need permanent pain in my hands and feet. So then she says to just pay attention to it, because if it gets more into my hand, that we may need to lower the dosage or even remove the one chemo drug. So this makes me go, we can remove a chemo drug? Why can't we just remove it now? If this is the crappy chemo drug, because I think it's the Traxadil or something like that, which is like the crappy chemo drug. I mean, they all suck, but and so then I said to her, I go, are we just using my hands as a judge? Because my feet like hurt all the time. And she's like, oh, what? Your feet? And I'm like, I literally said to her, I have been complaining about my feet hurting since the first chemo treatment. I'm like, I literally can feel every bone because they hurt so bad that I can imagine where exactly they are without even looking down at my foot. So then she's like, all right, well, we'll check it again next week and see. I can't with these people. But I'm just like, y'all aren't paying attention. So you're about to give me permanent pain because you're not paying attention to the fact that literally every single time I'm talking about how bad my feet hurt. Why? Why do they not listen? Why do they not care? Like, I'm literally, like, poisoning myself so I don't die of cancer. And they're like, I'm not going to look at Emily's files. Hi, how are you? How about you tell me what you want to tell me today? Like, they never ask me any questions. I go in there with a keep note where I'm literally like, oh, so this is happening to me, this is happening to me, this is happening to me, this is happening to me. And then I wait for them to like say something. But then they like don't ask follow-up questions. It's not like I go in there and they're like, so how's your feet from last week? Or, you know, how's that infection going on your toe that they literally have not looked at in the last 2 appointments I've been at? I've literally said, I'm not sure if the infection's gone away. I mean, it's still red. Are they like, let me see it? No. They wanted to look at it the first time I had it. Do I literally have to be like, take my sock off and shove my foot up their nose? Like, yeah, I don't know. And I'm just like, yes, I could tap into the office manager again and be like, these bees are not listening to me. But I'm also just, I'm so tired. I just want to be done with this. So yeah, so that was my PA appointment. The HOC sucks. I hate them. Like, absolutely hate them. I hope whoever owns that company is profiting off of it ends up with cancer. Like, that's how I feel right now. But anyways, I'm probably going to get such bad karma, even though, like, I'm already got karma for something. But yeah, so that was that. We went and got ice cream later, I think on Wednesday too. We started watching some show, something about an island. I can't even remember what it was, but it's actually pretty good on Apple TV. So we're watching that right now. My sister is still here, but this morning we went out and got breakfast at Mia's. I had eggs and toast and like a little bit of her avocado and then like a latte. Wasn't the greatest because again, I'm at that crappy taste area of my life. And I've been kind of feeling like dizzy and a little out of it all day. I've been drinking liquids. I've had two of these size liquid deaths. I've had a whole Pedialyte, which was about the same size. I'm drinking this right now because my protein's also low from a blood result. My platelets are also really low too. I think it was like 80 or something. So nobody stabbed me. Because if you stab me, I'm probably going to bleed out, which probably not a good thing. After all this work I've put into trying to cure this cancer, I can't bleed out now. But, so yeah. I'm losing my mind. But yeah, so that's about it. My sister's hanging out with her friend right now. They went and got lunch, and then I think we're going to get Chinese, later tonight because I'm hoping that the fried rice and the brown gravy from the almond chicken still work for me because I am hungry. Like, even though food isn't tasting right and it's kind of putting me off from wanting to eat, like, I'm hungry. My stomach is like, feed me now. Like, I need food. Oh, and also at my appointment, I totally thought I was going to be like my normal weight because I've been eating normal. I still lost weight. I'm like, how? I'm literally eating like ice cream and cookies and like bagels, because I did learn that cinnamon raisin bagels are good and cream cheese works with me too. But yeah, I'm like eating all this stuff and still nothing. But yeah, so that's that. I still feel like crap, which this has actually lasted longer than last time because I was feeling better, I remember, last time sooner. So 4th of July is coming up. My family's gonna be in Frankenmuth. I think I'm just gonna stay home, honestly, because I'm just not feeling very well. I do have an opportunity to go on a freedom ride with Mr. Ted and a bunch of Jeep people, but I just don't think I can sit in. I mean, it would be nice to get out, but I can't sit in a vehicle for that long. I mean, not what I'm feeling right now. Like, I couldn't even imagine. But tomorrow, we're closed at work. I just have to take 5 up to get groomed at Centown at, like, 11 or something, which actually moved up because my appointment was originally noon. So he's getting groomed, and then we're not doing anything the rest of the day. I think the temperatures are supposed to start going down, so it might feel like 99 degrees tomorrow. And then I think it's like storms pretty much like the weekend, which I'm okay with it. One of the days is like 70 right now because of the storms. I'm like, bring it. Let's get some 70. I don't even mind that this guy is going to be like upset and hating the storms. I'm like, I need this heat gone. So that's about it. Yeah. So just good times trying to stay alive over here and stay hydrated and drink protein. Yeah. So that's it. Well, see you later, alligators. Have a lovely 4th of July. Bye.